Atlanta, make some noise, Atlanta. I need more than that. Atlanta, make some noise, y'all. Yes, I am your host for the night, B. Simone. Let me make it up here. I shouldn't have worn this dress. I could barely walk. I'm over here tiptoeing in my Jordans. Hold on now. It ain't no single fine gentleman that want to help me. All right, figure it out. Independent black woman. Oh, you single? No. Okay. He said, I'm not single, but don't look at me. My wife can fight. Okay. Is your wife here? God bless you, Black Queen. God bless you. What's up, Atlanta? Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Oh, y'all look so good. Y'all know I'm a little ghetto, so they put me on the pre-show. For a lot of people got up in here. I wanted to do the chicken head and twerk. They playing all these old school songs. I said, play some Little Baby. How y'all doing? It ain't okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. As we do the pre-show, y'all know we are here for Tab and Chance Live. Make some noise for Tabitha Brown and Chance. I have to do this. I have to test the temperature. It ain't no single men in here. Okay. Y'all see my bun? Oh my God. Jesus, y'all ain't got no brothers, no cousins, no uncles. Nobody, no single men. Okay, all the couples in here. Black love, who been together the longest? Let me hear like 10 years. Okay, 15, 20, 20? Jesus, 28, okay. I said 20, she said, I said 28. Okay, you win. Okay, 38. We got longer than 38? Y'all way in the back, like y'all barely making it. You're like, bitch, 50, shit. We in the back, we trying to figure it out. We argued the whole way over here. No. How long y'all been together, beautiful couple? 40 years. Can anybody beat 40? She like, I can't keep a nigga for 40 days. 40 years. Clap it up for Black love. 40 years. 40 years. This is crazy. I barely made it here, y'all. All this turbulence on these flights. Y'all been seeing these planes crashing? Scary. Give me, I can't drive. I said, give me a horse. I will. All these plane crashes, baby. I was listening to Cardi B on the way here, being ratchet. Big bag busting out the Bentley Benz. Baby, that turbulence hit. I turned off Cardi B so quick. Now behold the Lamb, the precious Lamb of God. I'm not dying to Sexy Red. I gotta make it through them gates. You hear me? Jesus gonna be like, come on now. Like, okay, Jesus, you know Sexy Red lit. Y'all, okay, so I need a few couples. We gotta start right at 7, but they want me to warm y'all up. Matter of fact, since y'all so happy to be 40 years, I'm hating like somebody cheating. Look at all the spiritual people. Don't wish that upon them. We rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Yeah, come on up here. She said, what we gonna do? Twerk. No, just come up here. What we gonna do? Lap dance. Come on. What y'all been doing for 40 years is what you gonna do. Come on. Real quick. They gave me I thought I was gonna have 30 minutes up here. But real quick, come on, clap it up for them one more time. Clap it up for them one more time. Clap it up for them one more time. We gonna warm this up. We gonna see how 40 years of love really look like. How well y'all know each other. Where are the, okay, get them pen, stand back to back. No, but look, she said, we don't know each other like that. We just kicking it for real. You know how niggas be, we just cooling. No, it's been 40 years. All right, y'all, I'm gonna ask y'all a question and you gotta write it down, okay? It's like y'all want something freaky or classy. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. 40 years of freaky, okay. Oh, okay. This is good. What's your partner's love language? He ain't even writing. He don't know you. I'm such a hater trying to break him up. All right time. Now, he writing an essay. Well, back in the 60s, Mabel was what? Okay. She used to love foot rubs, but now. Okay. Okay. You ready?
I think so.
You think. You got to fit 40 years to figure it out. Okay. So for you, wait, what's your love language, sir?
RESPECT.
Okay, Aretha. He want to be Miss Franklin so bad. I guess is that affirmation? No. She put affirmation. Yes, but okay. All the love languages is respect. Okay. What's his love language? I mean, do his.
What's mine?
Yeah, what's yours? I'm sorry.
Quality time.
What you put? He said romance and time. Okay. Yeah. You better know her. Yeah. This man said RESPECT. I know that's right. Don't look at me in my eyes, Mr. Jones. Yes, sir. Oh, okay, this is a good one. Can you turn the music down a little bit? Like, give me a minute, sir. Thank you. Okay, we mature now. Who made the first move in bed 40 years ago? She took a sip of her drink. Who made the first move? All right. Ooh, girl, stop. Hey! Okay, stop. You embarrassing me. Okay, let me ask him. Who made the first move?
I did.
I know that. That's what she put. And she put the little wet emoji on it. She drew it out. She put the little, okay, I saw it. You drew some water. I'm so messy. Ooh, I be lying. Okay. We're going to have what time? Okay, we got 10 minutes. We're going to do one more. Okay, this is a good one. Who would be, now, we just hypothetically, who would be your partner's celebrity crush? She like, bitch, we just argued about this. Yeah, right. No, who would be who would be his celebrity crush? And Mr. Jones, who would be her, I don't even know your name. Who would be her celebrity crush? He looked like a Mr. Jones. You gotta respect him. Girl, it is not Sexy Red. All right, y'all ready? Okay, she writing. Okay. I don't know who that is, but you can say it. Wait, you tell me who would be your celebrity crush before we give her answer. Who was your celebrity crush? He's so scared, like, Jesus. My wife, she's the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yeah, I don't have one.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, Mr. Jones. Y'all got a son? 2 daughters. Okay. Am I gay? No, okay. Okay, he don't have one. Okay, who would be her celebrity crush?
Y'all ready for this? Jesus.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
That's who it better be.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Give me my clipboard back. Clap it up for Mr. Jones and Mrs. Jones. Y'all see, give them a gift, please, because they done made it 40 years. We're going to play a few songs. We ain't got no white people in here. We do. That production crew back there, they looking like, bitch, yeah. What's your name, sir? Yell it out. Yeah, white man, the only one in the building. Uh-huh. Huh? You so happy. Jason! God bless you, Jason. I want Jason to feel comfortable. We got a few white folks over there. They all working. Uh-huh. I'm just kidding. Y'all lucky it ain't February. Yeah. Okay, come on, black couple. Y'all better walk. Oh, y'all couple? No, okay, I'm sorry. He said no, bitch. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. That's your friend? Your friend, okay. Well, you put your arm around her like, what's... Okay. Well, stop looking at my booty. Okay, DJ, I want you to play something for Jason because there's a lot of color in here, and Jason looks really uncomfortable. So just Jason and the one white bartender over there that just looks irritated to be at work. He's so mad. Uncross your arms. You need to greet people. White, you handsome, thank you. He's like, all right, bitch, I get off in an hour. Shut up. You ready, DJ? Play something for Jason real quick. Look at him. He started moving like a worm. Jesus. Come on, Jason. What? And yeah. Okay, cut. He doing too much. You need to be working. Clock back in. And here go all the niggas. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. This whole crew over here. That's my shit too, nigga. Ba, ba, ba. And now I wonder. We ain't got no new couples in here. We got 40 years, 28 years. We're like the new love, like the fresh love. Like y'all still happy. Y'all happy too. Mr. Jones and his wife. Ooh. You like my man, my man, my man. How long y'all been together? How long y'all been together? Yeah, you raised your hand like you was happy. That is not a new couple. 16 years compared to we're just talking about society. We're not comparing nothing to 40. We talking about in life. 16 years, newer. She want to be included so bad. Girl, like 35 years. Okay, no. How long? Celebrating first year anniversary. Okay. Like, okay, sir, like when you walked up to her, like, how did you get her? Like, what you say? Come on, tell me, player. Like, what you say? Like, you so beautiful, like, that ass fat, what? You slid in the DMs? I wish I didn't have this dress on. I would have slid across this. Oh, what you say, though? Like, was it, like, the eyes, what? I don't even remember, like, but it worked. It worked. Head ass. Ooh, I'm a hater. Okay, happy anniversary, 1 year. Shekinah, can you check my DMs? See, is anybody in there? We got about 3 minutes, y'all. What I want y'all to do is, we still got people coming in. Come on in, y'all. Don't be scared. Oh, you holding her hand? Okay, couples, come on in now. Anybody single walking in, just raise your hand. The ushers to the left gonna greet you. Okay. Nobody single. Okay. Hello, sir. You walking with a little dip. I know y'all can't see him, but he walking like this. Like, you here with your wife? Oh, yeah, you got a ring. Never mind. I can't fight. God bless y'all. Come on in, get comfortable, y'all. What we gonna do, we gonna get out our phones. Tabitha Brown has amazing guests tonight. We have a few couples that are gonna hit this stage, and I'm so excited to introduce them, y'all. Post, promote. This is Tab and Chance Live, Fridays with Tab and Chance, one of their first shows, and I'm super, super excited to be your host. I am B. Simone. Y'all can follow me too at the B. Simone podcast. Let's try this again. I was on Tab and Chance. They try to give me advice. I'm still single. So if you have any eligible bachelors, DM me, your uncles, your cousins, and your brothers. Even if they in jail, I can hold them down. I'm lying. That is a lie from the pits. Do you hear me? Okay, so y'all ready? DJ, you ready? We about to introduce the first couple. We gonna get lit. We gonna turn them up. You ready? Thumbs me up. Give me a signal. Oh, say something. Okay. And y'all know what, real quick too, like I think I'm single because I like ugly men. Ladies, do y'all like ugly men? Yeah, more of y'all should be clapping. I see y'all husbands. Okay, I'm a comedian. Don't cancel me. Shit. All the women sitting next to that ugly nigga like, bitch. Next joke, please. Woo, y'all be waking up. Woo, Jesus, y'all be waking up in the morning like, ah! Roll over first, tap me first, Jesus. All right, first couple, phones out. We're gonna introduce the first couple. Where's Hope? Hope, we ready? 1 minute, okay. We're gonna introduce the first couple, but we have a few more, need a few more minutes. So, DeVale and Kadeen Ellis are here. They're here. They not coming out yet, Okay. They're just warming them up. They ain't coming out yet. The Cool and Colemans are here. Okay, you they cousin or something? You their mama? You lying. You was screaming like you was a mama. She said, ah! Okay, Cool and Coleman. And we got, of course, Tab and Chance are here, you guys. Who drinking? Who got a drink? Hold your drinks up. Okay, right. It's gone already? Well, go get a refill. Don't tell me. I can't do nothing about it. It's gone. Okay, go to the bar. You sucking on ice. You hot? What was you drinking? Okay, you don't even know. You like, nigga, it was good. I'm faded. Okay, relax. All right, y'all, I've been sober for 2 years. This is crazy. We ready? Okay, isn't that crazy though, sober for 2 years? Woo, this shit is boring. God convicts you, you be like, okay, Jesus, somebody let me lick the rim. He's still working on my mouth. Like, you cussing, you gave your life to Christ, you still cussing? Bitch, yes, give me a minute. All right, here we go. I'm sweating. All right, we ready, y'all? Okay, DJ, we ready for real this time. We're gonna bring out the couples, get to the show. I hope y'all enjoyed the warm-up, the pre-show. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. I love you guys. Thank you so much for showing me love, being interactive, and all the things. Now we're gonna get to it. We bringing the couples out. The Cool and Colemans are first, mama, so get ready. Your baby's coming out. Carlos and Katara Coleman have been married 10 years. And they live by the quote, we don't go through it, we grow through it. Now, what y'all know about that? The Colemans. Come on now, baby. Yeah. What y'all know? What y'all know? Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Hey-oh. Okay. What you know? I know all about it. Yeah. Hey,
what's up, Atlanta? Them Cool and Colemans is in the house.
Okay. Y'all came out to TI. We see this together.
Oh, girl, we from the South.
Yeah, we from the South.
We home.
All right, y'all. Give it up for the Colemans one more time. Now, up next, we got some good friends of mine. I love their love. Their family is so beautiful. With 14 years of marriage and 22 years together, the Ellises, Kadeen and DeVille live in love by the powerful quote, we over me. And that's how you know they are all they need to get by. Give it up for DeVale and Kadeen. Yes. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Show them some love, y'all. Show them some love, y'all. Yeah. Okay. Kadeen got them mega knees. Y'all saw that?
Good news. Okay.
All right, you guys. And why we are all here, of course, to support Tab and Chance. Fridays with Tab and Chance live.
Yeah.
Y'all already know. Without further ado, we're talking 27 years together, and next month, 22 years married. Tab and Chance they live by the quote, "We all we got," and they just can't be without each other. So y'all come on down. I love y'all. Yeah.
We all we got.
Yeah. Give it up, y'all. Give it up.
Yeah.
I feel like we're supposed to do a little dance or something, babe. Because they was up here dancing. No, cut it. Cut the music, Tito. Where Tito at? Where the DJ? I don't know where he at. He in the back. Cut that music off. Tito, that ain't our song. Y'all, why we here? Y'all know the song.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it, babe. You got it. Everybody calm down. Okay.
Tell him. Chance,
now
don't leave us out, you know.
You know, we're going to try it again. And we're going to I love you back. And we're going to act like we know the song and why we're here. Are we ready?
Hold on.
We ain't got no table, babe. You got to improvise.
We doing our song.
Yeah,
Okay, all right. Y'all know I'm sensitive about my stuff now.
everybody going to join in.
If
you know the words.
All right, we don't need no
He look
remix.
nervous.
I don't need no remixes,
Lowe's.
I-
All right. Bring the beat in. Babe, bring the beat.
Bring the beat in, no beat.
Come on,
Y'all
babe.
ain't got me no table.
You
y'all
can
ain't
do
got
the little beatbox thing that you do, Duck.
Nah,
Come
I
on.
want to be a part of the harmony.
You gonna do that too?
All right, do it again.
Okay, very good. Bring the beat in. No, that's forget it. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Fridays.
Hey.
Fridays with Tab and Chance.
Bum.
Fridays.
Fridays with Tab and Chance.
See, you no. See, you see how they cut up if you let them?
He mine. I'm stick with it.
Sit down, Carlos. See that? Hey, y'all. Hey, Phil. Okay, get my phone back. Okay, everybody, we can sit on down. Thank y'all for coming.
All right, here you go, baby.
Okay. All right. Give it up for B. Simone. She done already got gone, but honey, we thank her very kindly. All right, y'all ready to have a good time?
Yeah.
Very good. A nice little very good conversation and things. Let me pull out my notes because they on my phone. And that's my business, okay? Very good. Okay, so let's talk about real quick, like who we are as couples. I mean, y'all know me and Chance. And of course, our amazing couples. I'm so excited to have y'all. So let's talk about how we met. We're gonna start with y'all. Because I feel like we met first on social media, like most of us. Yes, but the first time we ever met in person was at my fashion show.
It was right here.
In this building.
Literally right here.
Yes.
And I pulled up, I realized it. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is the spot.
Come on, listen, reunited, and it feels so good.
Baby, every time you come east,
Okay.
or I go west, we're going to
very
find each
good.
other. Yes.
Yes, so let's talk about how y'all met and you know how it all started and things. Give us a little backstory.
All right. So for those of you who don't know, DeVal and Kadeen Ellis, thank y'all so much for coming out tonight.
Yes, appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Love to see all y'all beautiful faces out there. So DeVal and I, if you know our story, if you don't, I bagged him.
Yes, she did.
It was around 2002 at a banquet, scholarship banquet that I went to. I was hosting and he was receiving an award. So I was like, oh, this smart young man who I happen to have known since elementary school.
Oh, wow.
So we knew each other since elementary school and our paths would cross. High school, rival high schools, we ended up at this event together. I saw his name when I was looking through the roster of honorees, and I knew that that night I was gonna shoot my shot.
She wasn't playing no games.
Come
y'all.
on, shoot your shot, ladies.
Straight
Okay.
buckets, baby. And here we are 22 years later, and if you ask me, this has been God ordained from the very beginning.
Hold on. She didn't just shoot her shot once. It happened multiple times. Because after that first date, it wasn't even a date. She didn't let me ask for her number. I was taking too long. She grabbed my program and was like, since you ain't gonna ask me for my number, wrote it on down and then walked away.
Baby girl, listen, because I'm a Brooklyn girl. At that point, I had mustered up the strength to even approach him. So I was not leaving without a number, honey. Yeah. I wasn't.
So after an entire summer of me trying to contact her, at the time she was a pageant girl. And her sister, who was 7 at the time, every time I called, just hung up the phone. So I was like, yo, what's she doing? I was like, yo, she's just dodging me. I thought she was dodging me. This girl, after not being able to get my number, went to the white pages. Who here old enough to remember the white pages?
Come on, white pages.
Now you're gonna put me on blast. I was trying to give y'all the Cliff Note version, but he's going into detail.
I'm going to tell the details.
Yeah. So I lost the phone number. I lost the program book.
She lost it.
And I had to go dig his number up.
Went to the white pages. Found out where my parents lived. Drove to my parents' house. Knocked on the door. Said, hey, Mrs. Ellis, your son gave me his phone number. I lost it. Can you give it to me? My mom was like, sure. What if I was trying to dodge her? My mom didn't care. And then the rest was history. After she shot her shot again. And the rest was history, and I couldn't help myself.
Here we are, 22 years
22
in.
years later.
My mother in love is still the bomb.
I love it. Sometimes you
Make
gotta
sure.
be bold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When you know it's for you, honey. It's
When
all
for
right,
you, honey.
ladies.
That
Go
was the
ahead and
time.
find
Shoot
your man.
shot. Don't be scared.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
All right, the Cool and Colemans. Go ahead and tell the folks. Well, first of all, we have known Carlos. Carlos is our oldest friend that we met in Los Angeles when we first moved. So we've known Los for 20 years.
That's my brother.
That's our brother right there. Yes. And he brought Katara to Sunday dinner about, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she brought banana pudding, and it was on from there. We was like,
Southern lady.
and took her shoes off. Was like, girl, you need some help in the kitchen. I said, boy, you done brought your wife in here.
Hey, that's how it be.
And here they is still together. So go ahead and tell them how y'all met and things.
Take it all back, because you was choosing.
Okay, I was. Okay, so we were in Los Angeles, very new to LA, and we were at church, and I saw him walk in. And we were sitting in the same section. At this time, Los had long dreads, all the way down past his butt. And I was like, those are beautiful. And I just recognized those. And I saw him week after week at church. I was like, oh, he come to church often. So he a good saved man. I recognized that. He loved the Lord, I guess. And then, I mean, you go to church don't mean nothing, right? And then we met at a church activity. And he being from Atlanta, he was one of the greeters at the activity, and he put his leg up on the wall and he said, "What up, shawty?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm a Southern man," and I melted. And we started talking from there. And I gave him my number.
You gave me the wrong number.
I didn't mean to.
All right. So I walked in and I would see her on the wing, and then she said I had long locks. She was beautiful. She had this short haircut. I remember the first day I saw her.
Mic drop, okay.
Mic drop. I remember the first time I saw her, she had on a red dress, some white pearls. I'll never forget what she had on. And then when she came to Tuesday night Bible study, where we would go every Tuesday, I saw her again, like, okay, what's up? You know what I mean? And I walked into her car, Asked her for a number. She pulled out the sidekick, you know what I mean? Sidekicked it up. And this was going on holiday, so we would go home at that time. And she went home, and I'm calling over the Christmas break like, this number is not in order. What? She done shot her side. She done played me.
Tell me, he ain't called.
So she get back to LA, January, February, and I see her again at Tuesday, and I'm like, hey, I called you, and you didn't give me. I'm sorry, I didn't give you the. You know what I mean? But then she gave me the business card, and when she gave me the business card, and she flipped it over and put her number on the back and the pen. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I'm in there now. I'm in there now, and of course, I had to bring her to the house to put her through the ringer, make sure she can hang out with the fam, and it's been on ever since.
Yes, I love it. Well, y'all know how we been got together and things, babe.
I'm sure everybody know you dumped me in the 8th grade.
It
Call me
has
with your
been
stomach hurt in college.
27
you realized I was the man.
years, babe. You still talking about old stuff.
Because it still happened. It still happened.
So for those of y'all who don't know, me and Chance was boyfriend and girlfriend in 8th grade. And my sister, who is 6 years older, she was like, girl, you about to go to high school. It's a bunch of boys over there. Now, you know we're in a small town in the country. But I believed her because she's my older sister. So I told him, I said, hey, listen, my sister said there's a lot of boys over at the high school. So I got to go over there and see what's going on, you know.
Wow.
And baby, he was
Y'all
mad
laughing,
at me.
but that's really how she told me, too.
I did. I'm not a good liar.
Yeah.
So I told him the truth.
Yeah,
And
she didn't lie about
But
it.
then, and we got to high school and want no boys over there. So I was like, hey, she was wrong. And then
Can we run this back? Let's run this
he
back
wouldn't
right
talk
quick.
to me.
You spun the block before spinning the block was a thing.
Listen, I tried to go back. I was like, babe, hey. He was like, don't even look at me. So all the high school, I would see him passing them in the hallways, and my stomach would like, I would just have these like little butterflies, like little feeling. He said it's guilt.
That's guilt.
But I felt it. And we kind of became friends again senior year. And then I went to college down in Miami, and he went to college in Raleigh in North Carolina. And I woke up in the middle of the night one night, and he was the only person I could think about. And I spent hours trying to find his number at St. Aug, right? His best friend went to college, but my best friend at Howard.
Did you use the white pages?
Baby, they ain't had nothing for the college dorms, okay? But by the time I got his number, it was about 3 a.m. And I called and woke up his roommate, and I was like, it's an emergency. I need to speak to Chance Brown. And woke him up, and he got on the phone. I was like, don't say nothing, just listen to what I got to say. And I was like, I think I love you, because all the years I would see you, I would get this feeling in my stomach, and I just woke up and you're the only person I can think about.
Ain't that rude?
Yeah. You break my heart, then tell me you love me. That's rude.
That was years before we were in 8th grade.
Still happened, like he said, it still happened.
But I said, if you don't think I'm crazy, call me on this number tomorrow. And here we is.
Call that number then.
That's what's up.
That boy called that number.
That's what's up.
Crazy one. Who the crazy one?
You the crazy one.
I waited all day, though.
You did.
You got to, though. Bro, you got to, though. You got to.
All day.
Baby, it was getting late in the midnight hour and the sun was going down. Funny thing is, all my immediate roommates were Puerto Rican, Spanish, and one of them, she spoke no English at all. So me and her was like, you know, trying to communicate. I had took 3 years of Spanish in high school, so I thought that I was a pro, but I was not. So I had went to class and I came back, and her name was Anna. She was there all day. So I said, Anna, did anybody call for me today? She said, I said, oh, come on, Anna. Did the phone ring? Did somebody call for me? She was like, no. And so in my mind, I thought, Lord, he must have called in out of mystics. She didn't understand what he said. But really, he was playing hard to get and made me wait until about 6 o'clock that evening. But you called, and here he is, babe. We don't need to talk about the other part.
Okay.
Because you bitter over it. So
It still happened.
it's okay.
Look at you now, though.
So look at us, babe. We made it.
We made it.
Never would have made
We
it.
got people out here coming to see us.
Look at us. Ain't you glad you called me?
Yeah.
So let's talk about dating before marriage, and then while married. So, and before children, right? Because we know things change.
Yes.
So prior to getting married and, you know, dating, how long did y'all date before y'all got married?
8 years. I think we got engaged.
About 7 years.
7 years.
Okay, and y'all didn't have children until after?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, y'all were so blessed. That's amazing.
We tried to do the right thing. We tried
Yeah.
to do it. We practiced a lot before, but we ain't had no.
Yeah, okay. You proposed.
God,
Yeah, you know,
right.
we did too, because Choice was our flower girl, and that's our business.
Right, exactly. That's our business.
Yeah. So dating before you got married, how was that versus being married with children?
If I'm being honest, it didn't change much because we still date to this day. For example, Kay has this on right now because she knew that I was gonna meet her here. I'm gonna show y'all a text message real quick. I'm gonna show y'all a text message. Sorry, babe.
I was about to say, what text message are you about to pull up? Because, you know.
I'm not, well, I can't show that. So. Matter of fact, let me not show this text message. But she sent me a picture of her outfit. She's like, I was gonna wear jeans, but since I know you're gonna meet me here, I'm gonna show you a little leg. And I'm just saying that I appreciate the fact that even after 22 years of being my best friend and my homie, she knows that it's important for me to see what I like. You know what I'm saying? And I do the same thing. Like, we have date nights every week. There's not a week that go by where we not gonna get with each other and sit down, put the phones down, and we go sit at a restaurant or wherever we do, and we just talk to each other. So we still date now like we dated when we were 18.
We do, yeah. But it was particularly difficult, I think, for us early on because we started pretty much right into college. It was his freshman year, my sophomore year. So trying to grow together as a couple, but also figure out who you are as an individual, doing that simultaneously, we didn't realize now in retrospect, is virtually sometimes impossible for people. Yeah. But one thing that I say to Val and I did along our journey, and we still do to this day, is aside from being completely honest and transparent about how we feel, we give each other the choice all the time. We're not here because of obligation. We're not here because we feel bad. We're not here because it's the right thing to do for our children. We're here because we genuinely want to be here. And that's a choice that we make every single morning.
That's good, girl.
It's my homie right here. This is my homie. Like, we do everything together.
I love that. So let's talk about it. Dating before marriage, did it change?
Dating for us, well, I was broke at the time. You know what I mean? So dating was very creative. You know what I mean?
Those are the best dates, though.
Yeah, for sure. And that's one thing that we have carried into our relationship is really doing things creatively with the way that we date. We continue to date. We love hanging out with each other. Like, I like her.
Yeah.
I love her, but I like her. You know what I mean? I like hanging out with her. She's funny. She's fun. She's quirky. And so when we go out right now, we just started massages and sushi. You know what I'm saying? So Fridays, 2 Fridays out the month, we go get a massage. After that, we go to a sushi spot. And it's not a lot to do, but it's us doing it together. And that's just what makes it special when we keep that spark going. And for us, we don't have any children. And so that makes it a lot easier for us to date and travel and do all those things. So before, it was creative. In marriage, it has still been creative, and we continue to do that with each other and for each other to make sure that spice and that newness stays.
Yeah.
I love that.
What I like is that both of y'all both made sure to say how much you look, the friendship aspect, which is very key. Men, we don't say that a lot. We don't say it a lot. So I'm very happy to hear both men start out with, "This is my best friend." Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, baby, let's talk about.
Goes a long way.
Yeah, let's talk about how before we had got married and had children and stuff, how we used to be out there dating and stuff. We was broke too.
That's the common denominator. We were all broke. Right? Broke. We was all broke.
Let's set the foundation, right? We all broke.
You ain't the only one who was broke, Carlos.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what you want to talk about? Being broke, or
But no, we had, I think, a different circumstance, but we moved together the first time to California in 98, and we was out there struggling, renting a room out, and realized, like, ooh, honey, we can't do this. Chance was like, we got to go back to North Carolina where we can afford to, like, save up money. It's cheaper. and come up with a game plan, and then coming back.
Well, hold on.
Oh, well,
Because I think sometimes we lose sight of what the date is supposed to be about. In those moments where we were living in Los Angeles, one of the probably the most expensive.
Orange County.
Yep, in Orange County, one of the most expensive places in this world, a place called Laguna Niguel.
Don't know how we got out there.
It is beautiful though. We didn't have no money, but we had each other. And our dates would look like going down to PCH, the Pacific Coast Highway. We would go down and sit on the beach side. No money, couldn't eat. We eat before we went down there. I'm talking about.
Or get some Del Taco fries.
I always view these things as dates.
Yes.
And I hold it close to my heart because we would talk about these kind of things that one day we would be.
Yes,
here.
sir. Yes, sir.
You understand? We would sit out there and sing songs.
Yes.
Like
we just played.
Like we just did. We are music people, me and my wife. Music means a lot to us. We would sit right across from each other like this on a bench. I would straddle the bench and I would pull her close to me because I'm trying to set it up for the rest of the night.
Talk about it. Talk about it, Chance.
Gotta set
Talk
the play,
about
right?
it, Chance.
End game.
Gotta
Yep.
set the play.
And I would scoot in.
She would lean
Oh,
in,
yeah.
and we would talk about it. And it would be more or less Tab talking and me listening because my wife would be, I mean, that's what it is. She would be talking about, one day, baby, I'm going to be known. I'm going to be known to the world. One day, baby, I'm going to be, and everything that y'all have witnessed, the reason y'all are showing up today, it has come to pass. Now, had we been distracted by dating and going out and doing it the way that maybe everybody else was able to go do, we might not be here. So I don't regret 1 minute of it. We was broke, but we wasn't broke.
Yes.
We wasn't broke. It may not have been the kind of romance that you think, but it was romantic to me. You know what I
It
mean?
was, babe.
So
that was our dating life.
We dated.
Right. Now, one of the things that we often talk about is before kids, how the sex life had changed.
We're just gonna go straight in.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. Cause we're on a time crunch. Cause we got to get you out of here in a minute.
7:35.
Okay, you got 5 minutes.
I got 5 minutes.
Okay, very good. Well, I'm gonna pivot then. We're gonna get back to that because I want before he go. Let's talk about how scheduling, right, work-life balance.
Talk about sex while he here too, though, because
Okay.
he got a lot to say. Touch on that too, Tam. Just you can divide the minutes.
Just full transparency, he left set to come and do this for us, but he has to leave and go back to set.
I appreciate you, but and I appreciate that, but not for nothing. I came also to learn. Like I listen to Tab and Chance. They've been married longer than us. I watch what they have done as a couple, and Kadena and I have done as a couple, and I just get inspired by watching other people who look like me do the same things. So not for nothing, I just wanted to be here just to be here. I didn't even really want to say much. I just really wanted to be a part of it. So thank y'all for having us here and inviting us.
Absolutely. We love y'all.
Thank you for coming, bro.
Thank you.
coming. So, with that being said now, then we're going to talk about the sex talk then. And then when you're done, it might be a good reason for you to leave after you're done. But no.
Or stay.
Right, or stay. Okay.
Right.
So, for us personally, before we had children, I know my son is in here somewhere. Jesus, don't grow up too soon, son. Before we had children, we was out there. And when I say we was out there, I mean me and him. We was in the house, but we was out there.
Yeah.
We didn't have to whisper.
Oh, man.
We didn't have to close no doors. We didn't have to put our clothes on if we didn't feel like it. Just walk through the house however you felt like it. You know what I mean?
Oh, my gosh.
And at any time we felt like it. Okay? If it was available, it was available. We was doing the things.
Man, it used to be a buffet.
Right, Chance?
But then you have children.
Yeah.
And work and life starts to happen.
Yeah.
And it's not as convenient anymore, right? But also, we be tired. Somebody tired right now. Somebody right now know that they bought these tickets, you with your husband or your wife, and they got expectations when you get home, and you are tired.
There's a lot of dudes here right now waiting for that payoff, right? I'm here. So later, you're going to be tired later.
Right.
You know, I get it.
Right. But let's talk about it. Like, it does change, right?
It does, yes.
Yeah.
It does.
And how have you all, especially because you got 4 children,
Yes.
4 boys.
Yes.
Now we ain't got 4 boys, right? And we be tired. So how does that, how do you guys deal with, because sometimes it can get frustrating, right? And in relationships, how do you all deal with that?
Well, the biggest thing for me was educating myself, understanding that the female body doesn't work like mine. When you're a young man in this game and your wife gets pregnant, you just expect things to happen. And then I'll give you just a quick example. I played in the NFL for 4 years, right? When I was in my second year, they had the, the Navy SEALs come, and we had to do a sleep deprivation test where they made us stay up for 3 days. And then they asked us to do a whole bunch of things, tasks and all of this stuff. And I watched grown men, big, brolic grown men, all pros, break down because they couldn't figure something out and cry and be pissed and we fighting with each other. And in that moment, I realized, how do we expect a woman, right, who just had a baby, right, who now has to nurture the baby, her nipples is sore, she's sleep deprived.
Talk about it.
To then wake up in the morning and be like, I'm ready for you to go inside of me again. When we ask the most trained men in the world to do it and they can't. When I understood that, I was like, you know what, I have to find a better way to make sure my wife is good, to be ready to receive what I'm giving her. So for me, it took a little bit more work on my end, but I realized I never had to carry a baby for 10 months and then nurture that baby for 6 months after, and then while the baby is growing, still pulling on me, and then do it 4 times. So it's also, as a man, just having empathy and understanding that women go through a lot. And I don't say this because I want women to applaud me. I say it because it's a fact, though.
Yes, it is.
Like, it really is a fact. I remember the first time we had Jackson and we was getting ready to have sex after 6 weeks and she was tired. And I said, my mom had 3 kids, natural birth, and everything was fine. You acting like you the first woman to have a baby. I said that. And the reason why I'm saying that now is because I don't want to sit up here like I always knew it. I had to learn. So I'm also asking women, the same way we are having empathy with you, have empathy with us. And understand that nobody ever taught us how the woman body works. So when you're saying to us, you should understand, how are we going to understand if you don't tell us? You know what I'm saying? So it was all about communication, her telling me what she needed, what she required. I know that this is my partner for the rest of my life, so I'm choosing her. So whatever she needs and requires is never too much for me. Because when I tell her what I need and require, it's never too much for her. So that's how we were able to get through that.
Yep. And after the 4 kids, now that we know that we're done, one step further, he went and got a vasectomy, baby. So I could bust it wide open and
That definitely helps. That definitely helps. I will say this, gentlemen. I was so against getting the vasectomy. So against it. But I watched how my wife opened up once I got the vasectomy, because now she no longer has to worry. Seriously. No, seriously. Imagine every time your husband touch you, you get pregnant. And now he keep coming after you. It's nerve-wracking. Wait, Deval, wait, just let me. And I didn't like to use condoms. So I'm like, I'm going to pull out, I promise. And now you pregnant again.
His name is Kaz.
You know what I'm saying?
Kaz was the pull out and promise. That's our 3rd son.
Right, yeah.
The vasectomy definitely helped.
Yes, we know about it. It didn't take 4 boys for us to figure it out.
Nah.
You had the cheat code.
Right, I was like, hey, man, it's time.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Also, gentlemen, the lies they tell you about vasectomy, that your testosterone will go down and all this stuff, that's a lie. I am in the best shape of my life. I'm going to be 41 next week. Yes. So all the lies they tell you, it ain't true, bro.
And it's something about when you hit the 4th floor, that 40s, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a good time over here at the Ellis house.
Get right now.
I love it. Time check. It's 7:37. See, he got a job.
I appreciate you.
Okay.
I'm on my way to Tyler Perry Studios, y'all. I love y'all. All right, boy.
Cause he ain't gonna hold it down for you.
I'm gonna sit tight. I'm gonna stay with y'all.
Yes, give it up for Tabitha, please. One more time. Thank you. She gonna hold it down. Don't worry.
I think it's kind of odd that he gonna get that great answer and leave, and then we gotta be responsible for this.
Anything come now, it's up to us, because he done gave it everything.
Right. I love it. So let's talk about it real quick, Losa, because you guys don't have children, right? But Qatar owns her own business. She owns a
Child in itself.
right, a bakery, which is a child. So let's talk about how scheduling work-life balance for y'all affects the sex life. Because it ain't just children.
No, it's not. So we don't have kids. However, having your own business is very time consuming and very challenging for those of you who are entrepreneurs. Not only just physically having to be and do your job, but the mental and emotional work that comes with owning your own business, and me having to he wanted to be in the mood and me being like, but babe, like these employees and like, or this thing not happening with the lease, or this is, I mean, and he just having to be like, put what he wants to the side to like tend to my emotions, what's happening with my job or what's going on with my business. That has affected our sex life in the past, or me just being tired, especially in the holidays. I own a bakery, so October through December, I'm like, I have a newborn. And so it's like I'm working 14-hour days and I'm coming home and I'm like, I gotta get up at 5 a.m. the next morning. So it's like, I gotta go to bed. And he like,
Them rubs. I think when it's new, like he said, empathy goes a long way. Like when it was new in marriage and everything is fun and flirty and all those things, but then when you bring the business in and then you bring entertainment, acting, being on the road and all those things into play, you have to be intentional at the end of the day. Be empathetic to your partner, be intentional though about that intimacy. And also intimacy is not just sex neither. Right, you know what I mean? We can be intimate in other ways where it doesn't just lead to sex. However, sex is a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? And so for that, I've always respected her grind, her hustle, and knowing that the business has been a blessing to our family, right? So not wanting to burden her in those areas, but being younger, it would be time like, hey, don't put me on no list sometimes, right? Or she might have lists about the bakery, and I might be right there on the number, and I'm like, well, what's this? Well, I just need to make sure I come and talk to you. But then after we had those conversations and I could understand where she's coming from and what it looks like to have to really have other people, you know what I mean, responsible for her employees and all those things, it makes you and it helps you to open up your eyes and be more understanding of your partner, of your lady, and what she got going on. And when it's time to go and she ready, let's ride. I'm ready whenever you ready.
I love that.
Why do men always say that? They ready whenever.
I love that Los mentioned the list. Sorry, Chance.
No, go for it.
But I love that you mentioned a list because it made me think of a mistake that I made very early on in my marriage, and something that I probably up until recent years really discovered, and it has changed the game for DeVal and I. With having work, because we knew as entrepreneurs and also being in the acting industry and stuff, we wanted to have autonomy over our time. So there's an investment that's required when you are an entrepreneur, you have a business, or you're working towards your goals. But one mistake that I made early on was on the list of things, I realized DeVal kept falling towards the bottom of the list. And not because I didn't care, not because I didn't miss him, not because I didn't want the time, but because I expected him to understand. I'm like, we have 4 kids. We're doing all these things. We got to travel. And I'm like, wow, I had to really sit down and listen to him one day when he said, why do I always have to be the one to suffer? Why am I always last on your list? And that hit me like a ton of bricks because I know how I feel about him. I can't do this without you, baby. Like, what do you mean? So that forced me to now reprioritize my list, and that's why date nights and touch bases and those intimate moments that are not just sex are so important, because that's how we feel connected.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. What was you about to say, babe?
I don't know. That was good, though.
Wasn't that good?
That was good.
I got to give y'all the real, because we can't sit up here like we haven't been in those moments.
Absolutely.
That's what I was going to say.
Absolutely.
You made the comment that why do men always say that they always ready? Because we feel, until we ain't, we feel like we will be. Somebody know what I'm talking about. Listen.
Say it, babe.
I'm not embarrassed. So if you're easily embarrassed, this is where you might want to go use the bathroom. So you feel like that until that day that you can't perform like you did when you was 21. The thing, though, about the business, the kids, and all of that can become frustrating is when it appears that all those times that you were ready and could get ready, like that, Geese. I'm telling you, fire up, boy. That's when you are ready. And now it builds resentment. It's like, you start to build resentment, and it's difficult for men from an ego standpoint, right? To be able to articulate the embarrassment that's set aside, that sets in with that, right? So you feel like that. All right, I'm ready when you ready. And you can be with a little bit of time. You're gonna need a little time. But
Gotta crank that thing up a couple times.
yeah. Hey, you all right, baby?
Hey, man, you need a little water, baby. What you need, baby?
And then, right? But see,
Wintertime.
and don't nobody,
Warm up.
and don't nobody prepare you for that. Not in my world. Thank God for my father-in-law, right? We have some very, very, very good conversations. I'm not even gonna say uncomfortable, because I don't really get uncomfortable when it comes to this kind of stuff. But unfortunately, it was not a lot of men and elderly men who would prepare younger men to say, hey, boy, one day, you're gonna need that empathy from her. And you're gonna appreciate all of the love that you've given to her and the empathy, because you're gonna need it back. You get what I'm saying? So
Facts. That's facts.
You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it at one point. And it's very important that any young men in here know. I know you feel like Superman right now. Right now. But there's gonna come a day. I done ate vegan. I work out 6 days a week. I've been good. I pray. I do.
You don't drink that like that?
Look, I ain't never did no drugs. I don't smoke. I don't drink no alcohol. I am the dude that is supposed to fire up when I tell it to fire up.
Right now, immediately.
But see, the way the Lord worked, babe.
No, I ain't done. I ain't done. I hit my father-in-law up and I said, I remember when I was about 20, when we got married. What was we, 24, babe? 24? 23, 24. So a couple of years after that, we went down there and he could sense my frustration, right? He said, come outside, boy. Took me outside, and he kept asking me what was wrong, and he caught me on one. Me and Tab had already got in an argument on the way down the road. I didn't want to be down there in the first place. And he caught me on one. So he said, just tell me what's going on. I said, you sure? Because what I'm about to tell you, boy, I'm like, it's about your daughter now. And he was like, see, I ain't as clean as Duval. And Los is gifted with his words. So y'all gonna have to bear with me. This is how mine come out. You know what I'm saying? So look, I said, you sure? He said, yeah. It ain't nothing you can tell me that I ain't ready for. I said, man, your daughter ain't putting out, man.
Is you ready for that?
Now, why would you say that to my daddy?
Because he asked for it. And we had a long conversation. And he told me, he gave me some great advice. And, he told me, he said, listen, I've been through a marriage. I've been through divorce. The grass is not greener. He gave me that conversation, and I appreciate him for that. And then I asked him, I said, well, man, look, it wouldn't be so bad, man, if this thing wasn't always firing up like this. Is this going to ever taper down? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know, and I'm asking them a straight up question. My father was not in my life, and most of the men that I was around growing up, it was all ego, and it was about pursuing women, and you know, nobody told me. I was the first man in my family to get married and really try to pursue marriage and try to do right by it. So I was asking him real questions and opening it up, and he said, no. Right? He's like, no. I said, man, what? I got to deal with this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, player. Okay, a couple of years ago, after 40. Me and him at the house, and I had one of them nights, had to hit her with my bad, babe.
Hey, you know somebody on their knee and be like, hey.
Oh, now you want to cuddle.
Hey.
I've been trying to cuddle for 20 years. Oh, now you want to cuddle.
Hey.
It ain't all about sex.
It ain't all about sex, Tal.
It ain't all about sex.
It ain't all about sex, girl.
Let's hold each other.
Oh, now you got a headache.
Ain't all about that. So, I see my father-in-law, and I say, it's still funny to me to this day. I said, man, he said, man, how y'all been doing? You know, I said, man, we've been doing good, but you lied. He said, what I lie about, boy? I ain't never lied to you. I said, man, you lied, man. He said, come here so Tad can't hear. I pulled him over to the side. I said, this is what happened to me, man. I'm in there. You told me, man. He said, I didn't lie. You asked me years ago if the desire to do so was gonna ever go away. You didn't say that you didn't ask me if you was gonna be able to do it.
It's two different things.
So I say that, and I put myself out there for the young people because nobody ever did it, and I know how easily embarrassed we are. We live in a world where they make it hard for us as men. Everything, they try to take it away. But I also feel like they try to kill masculinity. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. But I also want you to know the difference, young men, between your desire and your capabilities. Because right now, you might be working on desire. You might be, man, I got the desire, I'm always want to do it. But like my father-in-law said, I ain't told you no lie. You might want to do it, but that don't mean you're going to be able to do it.
But that's why partnership and being honest, right? I feel like maybe like one of the first times that it happened, there was a moment where he was like, you in the wrong position.
I got to find a reason now. Something ain't right.
Now, I done mastered this position for 20 years.
What you talking about?
Is that a favorite? Listen, I know the position to go to. I know the things to do. The favorite. Right? You can tell your story. I can't.
No, hold up.
Oh. Mama know.
Mama right there crossing her arms and stuff, though.
But she knows.
All right, Mama.
That's the truth. But this is important because you got to have a conversation so nobody is to blame. Right? Because it's easy to want to blame your partner because of your ego. But then you create a whole different situation. Now we mad for a different reason because, wait a minute, this ain't my fault. Right? And then we forget that, wait, we both are aging. Things are changing. Stress is different. Life is lifing. There's a lot of things that go into play when we're talking about relationships and a healthy sex life as well. So just be mindful that you can also have a conversation and be like, something ain't feeling right.
And I think the roles reverse too. I was saying that to say early on, and I think that's what your husband was getting at, is that men want to be desired early on, right? It's a need for it early on in a relationship, but you don't really consider that you may still desire, right? Early, but I'm just not capable right now, physically, after having a baby, and I'm not there. So when you have a clear understanding of those things, I think the better your marriage, the understanding of those two things will be healthier in your marriage, if that makes sense. You know, that it's not, you're not refusing or not doing it because you don't desire to,
Right.
right?
It's circumstance. Things
It's circumstance.
change.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
things change, and you gotta.
For better or for worse.
Yeah.
I think the problem is though is we don't communicate that.
Yeah.
You're in your head that she's in her head, and you're thinking, oh, he thinks this, or because I used
Make
to
up
think,
your own
I
story.
think I make up my own story about what Los is thinking, and he's probably making up a story about what I'm thinking, and then we just quiet. And nothing happens versus just saying what it is that we feel. Yeah. And I think as you get older and wiser that you start speaking up and you start saying what you feel, and then you're able to really communicate, and then that's when things get better.
Yeah. And if anybody have a hard time with that in your relationship, with communicating, with being honest, because it's something about as you grow older together, the longer you're in your relationship, the more you know each other, something happens where you're like, I don't want them to judge me. I don't know if I want to say this, but this is your moment. Make this moment a core memory. Tab said, when those times happen, be like, remember when Tab and Chance were telling us all the stuff? That's how you break the ice.
Remember y'all was laughing at Chance?
Yeah, that's how you break the ice if you need something to give you courage. Because sometimes it does take somebody else's experience to help you have the courage to speak about uncomfortable things, right? And we ain't gonna be there, but you can still use us, okay? Very good. I see Hope over here signaling at us. See, we get to talk about sex, Hope, and then we got a Q&A. Oh.
All right. Let's get
we got where his thing yet. So we're gonna take a couple questions.
Yes, just for each of you all on the panel, my name is Ronald Bonds. My social security number is 2. What was the most difficult thing that you all had to deal with in your relationships?
Oh, I know. I know the one with us where we're always the death of my mother-in-law, and because I had no experience in it, and what it would be to I didn't know how to take care of my wife in it. I don't know a better way to say that, and I oftentimes feel like I didn't do a good job at it. But that was a difficult time, and when you get married, you don't think about that. When they say, when they say everything, you don't think about the extended family. You don't think about anybody but the person in front of you. If something happens to you, I'm willing to do anything. But nobody prepares you for what if something happens to the person that you love, that has raised you, or your sister, or your brother, and I just wasn't prepared for it. That was very difficult. That was the probably most difficult time in our relationship, where I think we considered divorce, and as a man, I'll be honest with you, I would not, I could understand why she would have divorced me. Because I didn't show up for her emotionally.
For us, man, brother, it was, 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago now. We went through IVF. We were realizing that we weren't able to conceive naturally after trying for years. And, I was one of the ones that was just like, whatever we got to do it, let's do it. Let's make this happen. And so we went down to Orlando, did IVF, had 7 embryos. We put 4 on ice, and we imparted 3. And, the gestation period and all those different things, where the doctor was like, the great eggs is good, it's valuable, but you still have to wait this period and have to wait this time. In the waiting, we were very ecstatic, happy, just overjoyed through the moon.
Name these kids.
Yeah, their names were already in space, set in stone. I'm rubbing on her belly the whole nine. We have the photo of everything was there, and God was in that space. But after the gestation period, she comes home looking at the numbers, and, it didn't happen. And so she ended up passing the babies, and it broke me. It broke me in a way that, for a man, from my perspective, I felt a lot of different things. I felt that I wasn't man enough to give my wife a child, that I wasn't capable as a husband to become a father. It had me in so many different spaces of my head where I was just kind of thinking of and kicking myself and all those different things. And I would talk to Chance and talk to Tab, and we would just kind of, talk to our friends. But I realized that I was in a very depressed state.
We both were very depressed at that time.
Yeah.
And I don't think we really talked about how depressed we were.
Yeah.
I think we ate our depression. We went into our separate spaces in our relationship. I worked a lot. We did that.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah, he worked a lot. We just kind of went with life because we were dealing with this loss. Thank you. And now, but what we decided to do though was come back together and say we just still gonna have joy in this relationship. If we gonna still do this, we gonna still have joy, regardless of, because if God give us kids or not, there's a reason that we're together, and it's a reason we have a purpose individually, and we have a purpose together on this earth. So we gonna laugh, we gonna vacation, we gonna travel, we gonna do all the things regardless of, but that was one of the most challenging things, and we had to come out of that so that we could have the joy that we have today.
It was very difficult.
Yeah.
It was very difficult, and it still is. Yeah. There's still days, there's still moments where she sent me her baby pictures. She texted me a couple weeks ago, and I just sat in the car and was just like, man, this is what my little girls would look like. Yeah. And so it's still moments, but it's a beautiful pain in a way, because we know who God is and whose we are in God.
That's right.
So that's a blessing.
Yes. Awesome. DeVal and I had several, I think, difficult moments over 22 years, but one that comes to mind, I guess kind of almost spiraling with loss. We suffered a miscarriage back in October 2020. And at the time, DeVal was actually here filming. And he wasn't with me when I was in California. This is when we lived in Calabasas. So found out I was pregnant, super excited. We waited about 8 weeks or so. I hadn't told anyone yet. And then started to feel funny. And after having 3 kids prior, I was like, oh, this is different. So I went to the ER, drove myself there, and was spotting a little bit. They checked, there was a heartbeat, viable pregnancy, the whole 9, and gave me, due date and all that. So I went home and I said, well, everything seems to be fine, and they did blood work and everything. And within 2 hours, I was feeling sharp pains, and I ended up passing the baby. But the hardest part about it was that DeVal wasn't there. I was on FaceTime with him. I put the phone on the floor, and I was like, something doesn't feel right. And I pulled my pants down, and it was just everything, and then my sons were knocking at the door, and I was home with them alone, and he's on the phone crying because he felt helpless. I'm trying to clean myself up because the kids were supposed to make pizza that night, and they're like, Mom, what's the matter? And so I'm sobbing uncontrollably. DeVal he's not there. The children are at the door. What I think didn't help in that moment, there was a clip that had gone viral from our podcast at the time, and it was talking about monogamy and our stance on it. And we were getting so many opinions about it. And I was, at that time, in the comments. And I was looking at the comments, and there were people that were completely bashing me and my perspective. And it was a 30-second clip. Nobody listened to the entire podcast, of course. They never do. But that told me in that moment, because of the loss, I think the added stress of everything, it just was the culmination that led to that loss. And in that moment, I just said to DeVal, I'm just like, this now, if we're gonna be doing this, we just gotta stay out of the comments. We have to stay off of social media. We post, we share because we want to. It's something that God has put in our heart to do. But living in those comment sections really was the demise of what I feel like was our 4th child. So I can completely understand where you're coming from. Every single embryo, every single baby is a baby. They hold a place in your heart. But that was a particularly difficult time because we also didn't deal with it. So when DeVal was on set filming, I think, season 4 of Zatima, there was something that must have happened that sparked that in him, and I had got calls from Crystal, our good friend who's his castmate. I got calls from the barber like, DeVal is having a breakdown, and he came home that night and he said, Kay, I never dealt with that loss. And this was years later. This was 4 years later. So that was a time that stands out to me as a difficult time that we got through. Yeah.
Yes. I think one of the things, it's important to remember that even in success, you can have like heartbreaking moments. Like sometimes people will see, oh, you got all these great things happening, but we still be regular human beings. And the people just people. They just in a different, job or career or whatever, but you can still have the worst moments of your life while living your dreams. And so don't ever confuse like, the top being problem-free. Things will still happen. And actually, honey, more money, more problems. I don't know who had said that. But baby, they was on to something, Jesus, okay? We got time for another question. Where they at? They over here. Okay, there you go.
This is the last question.
Oh, okay. And then we got to bring our fragrance.
And we will.
Okay, very good.
I don't really know how to ask this question. I've been with my, boyfriend now since I was 17. I'm 34 years old. I'm not married, but I know that he's the one. My family, my friends, they have a lot to say to me as far as that why we're not married, but I don't know how to word the question.
So are you asking, because you said you think you know he the one. Do you not believe in marriage?
I do.
Does he not believe in marriage? No, he don't believe in marriage. I'm sorry, he don't. I'm just, listen, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. My opinion, you can take it or leave it. If you believe in marriage, if he believed in marriage, and you 34, and y'all been together since you was 17, the math ain't mathing. It's a whole bunch of people in here that feel the same way, right? Now, if you don't believe that you need to be married, and y'all just want to be partners, that's also all right. But say that. And if you really believe that, you wouldn't be standing up asking a question. And matter of fact, you couldn't even get the question out because you know it's a mess. And I love you, girl, but I got to tell the truth when the truth comes, right? So that's why your family got a lot to say, because they've been watching you for 17 years. They like, now this girl, now she ain't gonna stand up and ask this question. She couldn't even get it out. But also you have to ask yourself, what do I deserve? What do I deserve? And is this what I want?
And have a conversation with him.
Yeah.
Because we don't have the answers for what's going on in y'all's relationship. So that's a candid conversation you probably have to have with him.
Very good. They've been talking about 17 years. I'm sorry, I'm that person. I'm not the friend to call when you want to feel good. No. I'm not that friend.
But the truth.
I'm going to tell you the truth. And if the truth feels good, then great. If it don't, baby, God bless you. But I got to tell you, the things. Anywho, I love you. And what she said, you go talk to him, girl. Talk to him.
Hey, Kadeen and Tab said.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Say that Tab said I shouldn't have had a conversation, but Kadeen said, Tab said we didn't talk long enough.
One chance.
Y'all been talking. Y'all been going together.
Real bad.
Real bad. But very good. God bless it. So we y'all know I'll cut up if you let me now. Did y'all get a chance to smell the fragrance when y'all came in? Where are my fragrance influencers at? Look, oh, you cute. Y'all cute. Come on. Y'all met them today, didn't y'all?
Come on now.
Come up for a
I
second.
get to sniff them.
I know. Look
yeah.
how good you're looking and
Come on, outfit.
All right.
Yes.
Here, you got a microphone? Yes.
He's wearing it now? Yes.
Right. So.
She smells good.
Oh, okay. Very good. So, really quick, Really quick, I want us to talk about how fragrance, because y'all know we got a new fragrance, Tab and Chance. His business, her business. Tonight is our business, okay? How fragrance can play a role in relationships. You know, what are some of the notes or scents that are kind of like, you know, go to for date night, or you just trying to, you know, feel good about yourself and that kind of thing, from y'all's expertise and things?
So I feel like when I know that I'm going out with my husband,
come on,
I wear stuff that he likes. So like if I wear something and he like, oh, that smell good, I know that's the one. So I know I'm gonna wear that again. I know that he likes vanilla. I'm more of like a fragrance person than he is. So he really doesn't know like what he's smelling. He just knows that it smells good. So, right, exactly. So like if I'm wearing vanilla, he'll just be like, oh, you smell like cake, or oh, you smell like dessert, or something like that. But he doesn't really know like the name or like what it is exactly. So, but I just know like when he likes something and when he don't. So I make sure that I wear it. And pro tip, spray it on your ankles.
Oh, spread on your ankles. Okay, go ahead. I ain't even say nothing.
She flexible. She's
but
flexible.
I'm just saying, what are you doing down there? Okay, go ahead. Trey, go ahead. He just taking her shoes off, because sometimes I can't get my shoes off either. So why he down there taking them off and stuff? From a man's point of view, you go ahead and tell us the things. Oh, yours not working either? Oh, okay.
So what I like what she just said is, since we are both fragrance people, my wife is, I'm trying to get her more into fragrances. But I think the key thing for when you're married is to figure out, if you're a fragrance guy, figure out which one she likes, and you pick the situation that you want to wear it for. It's a little manipulative, but you know. But you, like you said, you got to set the stage. And so I think for certain date nights, you know, personally, I like to test different ones out. So this whole week I actually tested you guys' ones out. And you know, there was one time, you know.
Okay, go ahead.
There was one time I walked in and she was like, "You smell good. What you got on?" And I was like, "Don't worry about it. You know, I'll tell you about it later." You know, because you try to make sure. So I think there are certain date nights where you're doing something and you want to feel very masculine. So that sets up more of the polarity between, you know, you and her. And I try to, you know, get her a fragrance that I feel like goes well with it. Kind of like with you guys' fragrances, you know, with the his and hers, you know, they work well together. Also big on like layering, you know, masculine, and sometimes depending on the notes, that they have different notes to match, you know, because both of you guys' fragrances has bergamot in it. Yeah. So, you know, trying to match both of those layers together to make a, you know, a really good like bond together. No pun intended.
Very good. So if y'all got the fragrance tonight, everybody should have gotten it. They are great by themselves, but baby, it's even better together. Okay, so they are meant to layer, you know, on top of each other, right? But we hope that y'all enjoy. Thank y'all for giving them all the information tonight. Thank y'all for coming. Like, can y'all please give it up for them? Woo! Give it up for everybody tonight. Hope, are you signaling? She telling me I got to wrap it up. We got to wrap it up, Hope. Any last words? Babe, well, not yet. Los Couture, y'all got any last words?
Well, first of all, thank y'all for having us, and thank y'all. It has been great having y'all as friends and family in our lives, and just being able to have y'all in our relationship, and just being able to bounce off each other and really inspire and encourage each other in relationship. And all that to say, if you don't have good married friends, if you're married in a relationship, find you some, because you can't do this by yourself. You cannot do this by yourself. So find you a good, healthy, another married couple to go on dates with, to travel with, to have fun with, to be encouraged by and pray with, because marriage isn't easy, but it can be so joyous and so much fun. But you gotta make sure you have people to encourage you and do it with. So that's what I would say.
I echo everything she said. Love y'all. You already know how that is. It's till the wheels fall.
Yep.
But to be in this city with my wife sitting on this stage beside me, to have my family, my mama, my pops, my sister, my auntie, our family in this building, you never knew, and you don't know what it's going to look like when you're young, right? But you believe God that it's going to look great. And this is a beautiful thing. And I want to say to everyone out there, whatever you're dealing with, going through, be willing to find something new. Be willing in your relationship to hear your partner. Be willing to talk about your own self, to look at yourself in the mirror and do what's necessary. And intentional. Be intentional about your relationship. Intentional about your date nights. Intentional about your love. As we are intentional about our fragrances and what we put on. Willingness and intentionality goes a long way. And for that, I'm grateful.
Thank you.
Tab, Chance, Los, and Kat, I'm so honored to share this stage with you guys. It's amazing and refreshing to be amongst, like you said, couples who are doing life together, doing it well, excited about marriage. I just look out in the audience and I look at all of these beautiful faces. We're in crazy times right now.
Yes, we are.
Okay, and what they want us to believe is that black love doesn't exist, that this is an anomaly, but you all are proof that we're out here, we're loving on each other, we're sharing, we're giving tips and tricks and all the things to help black marriages survive and thrive. So thank y'all for your time. Thank you for your continued support on behalf of my husband and I. Thank you so much, Tab and Chance, for a beautiful evening.
Absolutely, thank you. Y'all want to give some last words, little fragrance tips before you go?
So I feel like a lot of people don't know about layering, so I just want to just shed some light on that because I'm like the layering queen. I have on like 5 different things right now, and a lot of people don't. And a lot of people don't really know that they can layer. A lot of times people be like, "Oh, you smell good. What are you wearing?" And I'm like, it's a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I always have to like have a list or take a picture. So I feel like layering is like the key to like creating your signature scent. If you don't want to smell like other people, if you want to maybe like wear a oil, a lotion, and a perfume and a hair perfume. Like you can do all that and it helps like make it last and people will smell you and you will get compliments if that's what you want.
Very good. Thank you. You got any last words?
She gave all the gems, but I think the one most important I'll give for a lot of men, especially something my dad taught me like in high school, was making sure that you're very moisturized when you apply the fragrance. And a big one that I've been doing for a long time that helps a lot of my fragrances last long is taking the lotion in one hand and spraying the fragrance on it, and then layering, you know, kind of like putting on the lotion with the fragrance on it. That helps it last really long on your skin, for real. And also finding fragrances, because just because your boys may have a fragrance and they say it's fire, it may not lay on your skin the same way it lays on theirs or last long. So making sure really testing out and trying different fragrances, whether it's in Neiman Marcus, Macy's, or any of them stores, really figure out like what your signature scent is. And once you find that, it'll just kind of build a lot more confidence.
Thank you. Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Let me.
Oh.
No.
Hope was giving me the sign.
I know, I seen Hope.
Be the last
I ain't
words.
nobody. I just want to say that mine is a little bit more personable. Every city, I don't get to go with my wife a whole lot because I'm home, you know, with our youngest son. But it doesn't go unnoticed how her fans show up for her. I can feel safe because when I do come out, I can feel the love. And I know my wife has a lot of stuff. She got a lot of different things. And some of y'all, I remember your faces from something completely different. I want you to know that me as a husband, I really, really appreciate y'all for showing up for my wife. For standing by her. This was, you know, a small little storm that she went through earlier this year. Nevertheless, it was a storm, and as a husband and as a protective husband, I do concern about her when she's out and I'm not with her. Probably best that I ain't with her because God's still working on me. But it doesn't go unnoticed, and I just want to say I really do appreciate y'all. My kids appreciate y'all. for y'all's love and support of the Brown household.
Thank you, babe. I love you. But you know, these people didn't show up for Tab. They showed up for Tab and Chance.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's my husband, honey. We thank y'all so much, to Chance's point. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love, the continuous support. I never, ever take it for granted. So I am so, so grateful for y'all. And I hope that y'all enjoyed tonight, honey. And baby, we certainly enjoyed it. Thank you to our couples, our influencers. And until the next time, baby, honey, go on about y'all business, all right? And have a good night, and tomorrow have a good day. But even if you can't have a good one, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's. God bless y'all. Thank y'all so much.